Don't adjust your television sets, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. A lot of feels like an eternity. It feels like an eternity. But it ain't been an eternity. So let's get down to business. Attitude Era podcast. Y'all know who it is. Some scenery has changed, yes, but do not be dismayed. We are back. Internet looks like it's internet, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But Monday Night Raw, a little bit of an earlier time, so we getting a jump on things. Typically, Raw starts 45 minutes ago, but tonight Raw started at 6 p.m. And you gotta love it. At least I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. We back. I can't wait. The move is over. Got some things situated. Some things was bad because my internet just got back put on today. Uh, not even like 45 minutes ago. So they corrected the discrepancies there. So your boy is internet intermediately, and I got to watch Raw and I got to be here with y'all. The gang is back. I see it's been about 2 weeks, but I ain't tripping. Uh, what I am gonna say is this though. I am gonna say this. Raw, 2 hour, 2.5 hours. I wasn't that impressed, but I thought it was good. I thought it was good following the weekend we had with Night of Champions. So much stuff has transpired. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. Appreciate it, Vinny. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, good brother. It has been a journey. That's one thing I can definitely say. It has definitely been a journey. Um, I'm not super hyped with how Raw was, but I wasn't disappointed either. I thought it was pretty good. There's some things we gotta address right from the rip, so we gonna say it and give them their proper due. It might have an echo in here, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never done this in this facility where we at, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say it like this. And new, woo! I don't know if you saw Raw, but if you tapped in, I would hope you had. Judgment Day. Finn Balor, JD McDonough, they go ahead and get a dub tonight, taking on the New Day and new WWE Tag Team Champions. I like it. Judgment Day is metal heavy. They championship heavy over there. You got Dom, and Dom had this little running with AJ, but we gonna get to that. Uh but yeah, I thought also heel versus heel match with the New Day. I loved it. I thought I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know who was gonna win. And if you would have asked me before, I thought New Day was gonna hold on to those belts, take them into the next coming months, maybe drop them at SummerSlam, maybe Clash in Paris. Not quite sure, right? And it got to the point the match was at a fever pitch. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. Uh, at least from my perspective, because I was like, "Oh, I don't know who about to come out on top." The cheating was at an all-time high. New Day doing something behind the ref back. Judgment Day like, yo, look at this. Then the ref go and just talk to Judgment Day like, what are you doing? And it's just flip flopping, flip flopping, flip flopping. SCB, what up? What up? What up? First lady, I see you in chat. Um, so I thought the match was pretty good. It was very entertaining. I did not see that coming per se. I was kind of like in the back of my mind, like, oh, that'd be dope. And it came to fruition. Now we got the New Day. I don't know what you're about to do with them. Maybe we get a rematch, and if you do, got a nice little rivalry going forward. Um, but I definitely think Judgment Day having the gold is a very with Liv Morgan being out. And my next big set of news: the women's tag team champions are in Judgment Day. They solidified it. You know what I'm saying? JD McDonough and Finn Balor went to go talk to the two general managers, and they came up with an agreement. Roxanne Perez is stepping in as champ. Now, WWE, do me a favor. I need you to get your storylines correct. Okay. When something happens one way, don't make it different 4, 5, 6 months, 8 months later. What I mean is, Roxanne Perez was selected from a group. to be the champion with Raquel Rodriguez. We saw this happen last year with Bianca. Y'all had no problem letting Naomi just fill right in, right? So I don't get the whole they got to prove they're worthy. So this is a lot. This happens a lot. Elimination Chamber. John Cena wins his. Bianca wins hers. Bianca has to do a contract signing in which Rhea Ripley gets involved. John Cena, there is no contract signing. So why females have contract signings and males don't? Or is it just for story? Like I like a little bit of consistency there. So I wish we would kind of, nip that in the butt. But Judgment Day is gold heavy. And what does that mean for Judgment Day? I think this storyline about to be crazy. Follow it out for the year. Just take a ride with you. Judgment Day has all tag team titles. They got tag team titles on the women, Roxanne and Raquel. They got tag on the men, Finn and JD. Dom, he's got the IC gold. Going into Evolution in 2 weeks, July 13th, right? That's July 13th. You got Fatal 4-Way Tag Match, which might be pretty crazy because you got Raquel and Roxanne defending against unknown SmackDown team, unknown Raw team, unknown NXT team. So batten down the hatches. Let's see how that rolls. Will they continue to be champion? I would like to see it because when Liv Morgan comes back, there's some drama. And if there's belts, give me my title. Well, you haven't been here to defend it. Where does Raquel fall in? Is Dom been getting freaky with Roxanne? You know what I'm saying? How we doing all that? Vinny, great question, brother. That's about he's about to jump into. Who are these other tag teams? I'm pretty sure Ruka, and Zarya would like. I would like to see that since there's no more Lash and Jakara, right? Because of the releases. So I would like to see Soul and Zarya from NXT. To me, that's a shoo-in. From Raw and SmackDown, yo, my brain starts. I feel like you're about to throw some teams together. You see what I'm saying? Like you about to just hit us with something like on some random, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what's gonna pop up from that, but I like to keep my eyes open. I don't expect to see it could be something like Nia Jackson and Candice LeRae, right? And they could represent SmackDown. Or it could be B Fab and Mission, right? That'd be kind of dope. NXT is either Soul and Zarya or Phelan and Jet. Oh, Chelsea and Piper. That's a good one to or Alba and Piper, right? The Hervis, the Hervis. You know what I mean? I think that might work out too. Um, Raw, I think gets a little bit more difficult for me to think about tag teams because I feel like Raw is where the tag teams are thrown together. Even on the men's side, it's not like how SmackDown is kind of like cut and paste. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see how that rolls. But whatever we see in 2 weeks, July 13th, Evolution, we are going to see those tag team titles get defended. So expect to see a promo for Liv, maybe even say something like whether it be on social media or whatever the case, right? Um, and expect to see Roxanne and Dom start to get close, just to make the storyline extra crazy. Uh, since we're on the subject of women titles, right? Raw opened up a little Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley Evolution is going to be versus Io Sky. How y'all feel about it? I'm okay with it. I'm not the happiest about it, but I mean, you haven't really designed too many women to be in that number one contender spot. So it kind of it does it makes sense, right? It's not like it's out of place, it's out of touch. It's just Rhea Hogan Rhodes. What up, Boog? See you in the chat, my good brother over on X, Twitter, you know what I'm saying? But it's X if you nasty, you know what I'm saying? And it can be nasty over there. But yeah, I think Rhea Hogan Rhea Hogan Rhodes is I think there's a lot of females that WWE is not cultivating. Uh, right now, Rhea's hot. I feel like she's lost a little bit of her popularity, but at the same time, I think she is especially with Liv out, she is the premier, and Bianca out too. She is the premier person that if you're gonna move that title to, right, it's Rhea. Um, Everybody else went to the mid tiers. Bailey went down to the mid tiers. Becky went down to the mid tiers. So hard to, Um, Vinny, this is a good problem, man. This is the thing about Cody when we said you say Cody will let anybody hit. When you got to look for challengers, your title is draining. Is losing value when you go out there to look for challengers. You know what I'm saying? So, but salute to them. That's also going to be an evolution. I think that's going to be the main event. They need to hurry up and do this draft and get these rosters orders. I almost think they shouldn't do a draft. Just trade a couple people and just move. Because when they do a draft, it to me it just don't be like what it used to. Remember when they used to do the draft? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, well, so and so ain't going, so and so ain't going, so and so ain't going. Carmelo Hayes, the number one draft pick, they got him looking like he went from Carmelo Hayes to Kwame Brown. And that's sad to say because he's very talented. But you gave him the Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial win. That was cool. And then his next thing after that, he lost. It was like he won a match, I think, and then he lost it. Like, where is he? You know what I'm saying? Anthony Bennett, yo, that's I don't even know where Anthony Bennett went. Kyrie Irving's still in the league. Andrew Wiggins still Wiggin. I don't know where Anthony Bennett been. He been out the league for years. You know what I mean? Um, but that's what happened. He was the number one draft pick that night. He took an L to Cody Rhodes, and what did his stock do? How many mid-tier title matches has he had? you know, and that's why I don't blame him. I look at WWE booking like, yo, when you got a star, bro, you got to learn how to work your talent around. You had a whole freaking pay per view called Night of Champions with 2 championship matches and did I think six matches. I did not like Night of Champions. I thought it was good, but overall, I feel like the premise of paper PLEs is being lost. Night of Champions, and it's no Night of Champions would have been a great night to do a Survivor Series style thing, not Survivor Series in the sense of teams or war games, but show versus show. Your Intercontinental Champion versus US Champion. Boom. Your WWE Champion versus World Heavyweight Champion. Your Tag Team Champs versus Tag Team Champs. You know what I'm saying? Since there was no, I don't think there's a crown. I think there's a crown jewel later this year, but it's not in the same time period as was last year. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so since you're not going to do that and you got Night of Champions now, Night of Champions should be every few years. It should be Crown Jewel one year where you fight maybe, I don't know, whatever. Who cares? Because Crown Jewel, whatever, right? And then like when you think about it, you have King of the Ring, Crown Jewel. Those are a jewel and a crown, right? King, Queen of the Ring. Those are those are royalty like things. And then Night of Champions, which is just your champions. I think if you rotate those three, same month every year, but you rotate. Like one year is going to be King of the Ring. The King of the Ring ain't every year because it grants a title shot similar to the Royal Rumble at SummerSlam. Then you have Night of Champions, which is champions versus champions to prove who's the premier show. And then the next year it's Crown Jewel, where it's a lumberjack match where it's names in a hat. One champion will take on one other champion on the same level, whether it's world heavy champions, tags, or mid tiers, or specialty championships, or whatever, right? And it's a random match with like remember how Taboo Tuesday was? It was like you could select wrestlers and voted something like that, and you just rotate it, man. I think that would be interesting, but WWE's they got to focus on story. They can't even keep storylines straight, so I don't expect them to keep PLEs straight. Um, but it would be dope to a degree. But yeah, my Night of Champions, man. When I look at this and I think about drafts, I think just leave the drafts alone. Just leave them people where they're at. Do trades between general managers from time to time, and don't even bring up the draft. Just leave. That's a dead horse, man. You killed it with Carmelo Hayes. You drafted him over Seth Rollins, and then you see where those two individuals are at. So, good pick though. But you know what I'm saying. My man said he was the first round pick for no reason. Um, but moving on and moving forward, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, We got Rusev versus Sheamus, a nice slobber knocker. You know what I'm saying? Um, a good old fashioned knockdown, drag out. So I liked it. I thought it was good. Rusev with the win, so he's still booked strong. Let's see what they do with Rusev. I'm waiting to see him bust into one of the mid-tier world title scenes. I'm not sure which one needs him more. I think on Raw side of the fence, Raw has the Intercontinental Champion, and when I think about that, I'm like, eh, Dom. I don't think Dom needs to see Rusev no time soon. I don't think Dom. For Dom's safety, you know what I'm saying. My man sweating AJ Styles, brother. You get put in that lock. You know what I'm saying. Brother, you and Liv Morgan gonna be on the shelf. So put Rusev as a monster and build him to the world title picture a little bit. Him versus Gunther would be crazy. Him versus Seth Rollins would be very good. Uh, him versus any of the champions. If it was Jey Uso, he could have took the belt from Jey Uso, or they could have had a decent match. Jey Uso could, you know what I'm saying. So when I look at the world champions, the last couple, even Damian Priest when he wore that belt, I think Rusev fits in that picture. I don't think the mid tier is where we want him. He was in the mid tier before, right? So, but he never won a world title in WWE, so I think that's where he belongs. Especially because you lack monsters, and you have one on SmackDown, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, but now you just turn him face. So Raw needs something like that. Braun Strowman is gone. You do have Bronson Reed, but Bron, as CM Punk called him, Bron is over there. He's kind of tied down. You know what I'm saying? So with that Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins storyline. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not mad at it. But again, if Rusev with a big win over Sheamus, and salute to Sheamus, brother. Like Sheamus can step in any title picture at any moment. His matches are always bangers. If you're looking to elevate a title, put it on Sheamus. What is the problem here? I wouldn't mind seeing Sheamus Intercontinental Champion. I wouldn't mind seeing if he did another world title run. Him and Gunther going at it. Yo, I'm the ring general. Ah, ah. Just beat the brakes. Bro, that shit got fire 5-star match, 4.5-star match written all over it. So I don't think there's an issue. And then, like I said, Rusev fits the bill. He's your monster, right? He's the one who came out looking victorious, being victorious over there. So not mad at that. I appreciate it. And let me go ahead and give a shout out. We're gonna rewind it just a split second. And that's right. If you missed it, new tag team champions Finn Balor and JD McDonough. You know what I'm saying? If it's an echo, if it don't sound that good, it's a new. You know what I'm saying? It's new. So yeah, and ain't nobody running around yet. You know what I'm saying? The little ones is not here, so you know what I'm saying. Let me get it in while I can get it in. Uh, Bailey, women's intercontinental title picture, man. Tonight we got a draw. Lara Valkyria and Bailey. I'm okay with it, but I'm not okay with it. What T Rex say? He got away with it, but he ain't get away with it. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of feel about this match. It was okay. Do we need a draw? Are you trying to set something up? Hopefully not a 7 series, but a rivalry, 3 matches. You know what I'm saying? Vinny triple threat incoming. I could see that being a thing with Becky Lynch. It makes sense. Let's get it at SummerSlam. SummerSlam's still a ways away though. But you got 2 nights of SummerSlam. Do not forget. So I wouldn't mind. I hope they get more people on the card. I hope they do 6 matches and 6 matches at least. 7 and 7 would be great for me, but 6 and 6 works well. I don't want to see 5, and I damn sure don't want to see 4. Um, damn sure don't want to see 4. So, but they did the Shawn Michaels Triple H. You remember when they wrestled for the world title with Eric Bischoff and Shawn super kicked him and then fell out over the top of the body and one ref counted, and even though it was only one ref, the ref counted both shoulders down and said it was a draw. I'm okay with that outcome. I'm okay. I think their matches could use a little something, and I think this is the push they need to push it because now it makes sense. They do another they do another title match, right? They do another not title match. They do another match, a rematch, or whatever the case, and then it'd be all good. So and then that something happens in that one. One wins, then they attack the other one, then you go back for a rubber match, and then that leads you to the winner going after Becky. And if you get another draw, general manager get involved. There it is, triple threat match, just like Vinny said. Vinny be having some good picks. You go back in history of this show and listen to some of the Vinny picks, yo. You gonna be like, Vinny called. Wait, Vinny called Braun Breaker joining the group. Yo, Vinny called. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them. The girls. We'll see what happens with Becky Lynch, Bailey, and Lyra Valkyria. I do feel like Lyra Valkyria is finally starting to get over a little bit. Remember at the Royal Rumble, she had the belt on no pop. No pop. Nobody came to their feet. Nobody was standing up. It was all good. Well, it wasn't all good. Let's keep it moving though. How y'all feeling about Goldberg and Gunther? Gunther kind of nice. I like the promo. I like Gunther. I'ma embarrass you. I'ma gas you. You're 58 years old. I'ma humiliate you in front of your children. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like it. I like Gunther talking reckless. I like, oh man, SCB First Lady said yawn. You yawned. Okay, hey, I ain't mad at it. If you yawned, if you thought Gunther's promo was not what you thought it should be, yeah, well. You know what I mean? So, uh, it is what it is. But I old bird. Yo, my man is 58. I do think that there's gonna be a title change though when that happens. I think somehow Goldberg wins, and the easy cleanup is Seth Rollins cashing in. Take that title right off him. And Goldberg gets his last match. It's a world title win. His kids saw him win a world title, which would be crazy in Atlanta. And you satisfy that, and then Seth Rollins takes it back. I'm not mad at that. Or Seth Rollins makes it a triple threat and pins Gunther or pins Goldberg. Don't pin Gunther. Gunther needs to look strong, which is crazy because I just said him losing to Goldberg. But if his son gets involved, it's an interference. Goldberg gets the win. Gunther gets pissed. Seth Rollins cleans it up. Yeah. One thing about Gunther, the physicality of those matches makes it easy to be good. So if one person can be on the receiving end pause for the extended portion pause of the match, it can make the match look better than what I'm saying, what it is. One person really putting on a clinic versus two people going back and forth, ring technicians. You're not going to see that with 58-year-old Goldberg. That is what you're not going to see. But they keep talking about, you know what I'm saying? Gunther's saying, I could beat you in 3 minutes, but I'm not going to. Right? So we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if he Brock Lesnar's him. Remember when he did the Brock? He beat Brock, I think it was Survivor Series. He came out the gate and beat Brock in like 2.5 minutes, bro. It was crazy. It was so unexpected, you know what I'm saying? But that would be a shame, you know what I'm saying? Damn shame. Um, yo, hit the link, brother. Hit the link. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Um, let me see. Yeah, the link is in the chat, brother. The link is in the chat. Let me see. I'll try to put it back on, but at the same time, I'm putting it back in there. So hit the second one, not the first one. The first one I thought was good. Um, boom, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. So yeah, that's it for the Goldberg Gunther joint. Moving on. Moving on. Chad Gable. Chad Gable is out. You know what I'm saying? Um, and El Grande is in. Pause. That sounds crazy. Me looking up like that too. Yikes. You know what I'm saying? Yikes. Zoinks. You know what I'm saying? My man Shaggy and them used to say. But yeah, I made a prediction a long time ago. I think that was Ludwig Kaiser. Yep, bro. What in the world is Ludwig Kaiser? Yeah, I said that on this chat, whether it's however long ago now at this point. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We had this conversation. So, I actually think Ludwig did a match for him previously too, and I felt like they didn't zoom in on him because the height difference. And this one, you could see the height difference. You know what I'm saying? You can physically see the difference in the individual. So I'm not sure. I think you got to do something. El Kaiser Americano is crazy. El Kaiser Americano. What is? Yeah, SCB First Lady, what is Ludwig Kaiser doing? You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy it. Make it so Chad Gable can say, "See, I told you, it wasn't me. It wasn't me." You know what I'm saying? So, but we do know that Ivy Nile is left in charge. So of the of American Made, and let's see what they do. I do think that's a legit tag team, and I really wish they would just go to one tag team belt like the women, because with the Street Profits, with Pretty Deadly, with those Garzos, with MG Motor City, Fraxium, all them squads over there on SmackDown, they man, listen, and then Finn and JD could really get it in with them squads over there. So I hope that were to happen. But if it doesn't, American Made or Outfit, I always mix the two up. You know what I'm saying? Liam Buckland, what up? What up? What up? Punk and Gunther moment looks like foreshadowing. Maybe I agree. I kind of just did glance over that. Seth Rollins. When I said it could be a cash in if Goldberg wins, Goldberg could be the guy to upset this balance. Seth Rollins cleans it up. He has a nice brand new personalized briefcase, black. I think he's gonna always match his outfits weekly because if you ever notice when he comes out, his whole pyro, his intro, all of it matches. Seth Rollins is very put together as far as his aesthetics are concerned, which is another selling point. Or they keep one, keep the briefcase for a little bit, make another one, right? It's all merch, it's all money coming into the WWE. If Goldberg wins, Seth cleans it up. Seth cleans it up, plain and simple. And I would not like to see Oldberg win. I'm with y'all. Vinny, I'm with you. SCB, I'm with you. I don't want to see Oldberg win. However, comma, WWE, I feel like you never know. Why even give us this match, right? Could be just a send off, and that'd be cool. But Jey Uso dropped his belt for this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then Gunther, if he ever gets his winning, if he gets that belt back, will be a 3-time champ. And now it adds validity. I'm a 3-time champ. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. I'm an all-time great. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Right. So starts to add validity to who Gunther is. Um. So remember, hey, y'all say I don't see Gunther losing these belts and all this, and people last couple reigns you've been seeing is 70 some odd days. Jacob Fatu, 70 some odd days. The New Day, 73 days. Um, it's good to have people not keep belts for long periods of times, and somebody might keep one for a long run, and somebody's dropping one. You look at Edge, you look at Edge's titles. Edge has like 8 WWE. Don't even quote me on that one because I don't remember how many title runs he's had, but a lot of his are short as hell, under 4 months. And people think Edge is like one of the goats. You know what I'm saying? He's up there, but he don't got no long title runs. Not nothing. Like I think one of them might be 6 months at the longest. The longest. Pause. The long, like you know what I'm saying. So title runs. When you start saying Edge is like a 10-time champ or 6-time, 8-time champ, whatever, right? You add that together, he ain't even come close to Punk's numbers. You know what I'm saying? He got runs that are like 60 days, 45 days, 20 something days, a week. Like he has very short runs and he's regarded in very high regard. So at the end of the day, and people say this too. And salute to Ric Flair. I wish Ric Flair all the best. I have no slander for Ric Flair. Y'all know I get mad when people say things about Ric Flair about his time as champ and not about others like Dusty Rhodes being a 3-time world champ. That's what makes me mad. So I don't want to say anything slanderous or be mistaken for slander for Ric Flair. We wish Ric Flair all the best. He's got surgery coming up for cancer, so we definitely wish him all the best. We could joke around all day, but at the end of the day, we don't want nobody to be we don't want no more of our goats being taken out, bro. No more of our goats. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this: Ric Flair don't have 16 one-year championship runs. You know what I'm saying? People have short runs. That's just the name of the game, and some pick it right back up. Some takes a while. But I only used Ric Flair because he has 16 runs. John Cena, 17. John Cena got some turnaround times that are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you ain't even hold that belt a week of work. Hey, just the name of the game. Seth was a cash in on Goldberg if he was to win. Yeah, 100%. I think that's the plan. Honestly, I really think it is. I hope it ain't. I want to see Seth do something more, more Seth Rollins like, something that people don't see coming. I can see this shit coming. I can see this shit coming. So I would like to see something more audacious. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the big words out. You know what I mean? Almost got to get ready to go pick up the kids. So we're gonna keep it brief. Then we get to the main event. I'm gonna kind of speed forward. Like I said, I gotta pick up the kiddos. Um, they celebrating they mothers, you know what I'm saying, birthday. Um, Penta and Sami Zayn taking on a CM Punk called Braun Braun. And I still didn't talk about how CM Punk came out when Seth Rollins came out to address Gunther, and then they got to fighting. CM Punk taking out Seth Rollins. Gunther gets in the way, they like shoulder checks him. Man, CM Punk put him on his ass. CM Punk ain't playing. And then behind Seth Rollins, LA Knight comes out. I like to see that. I feel like finally we're getting some elevation. LA Knight getting elevated. And to be honest, Sami Zayn might be looking like a world title contender here in the next 365 days. And when I say contender, I mean a guy who continuously fights for the world title. He may never win, but if he does, you know what I'm saying, you'll be like, it's his time. You'll feel that it's right, and he may win. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the Canadian hobo all day. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't. It's getting to a point where I would think I wouldn't mind seeing Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? LA Knight for sure. He's got the look. He's got the game. He's got the LA Knight should have been a world champ. And people want to tell me otherwise, bro. If you support Jey Uso, you can't tell me LA Knight don't. LA Knight who do better promo? He's a Rock copy. Bro, everybody has copied somebody before them. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the Nature Boy, if it wasn't for Buddy, the Nature Boy Ric Flair is not an original name. The Nature Boy is like Buddy Rogers in them. Like people Hulk Hogan copied Billy Graham. You know what I'm saying? Uh you gonna copy a little something. You know what I'm saying? Gonna copy a little something. You know what I'm saying? Um, but LA Knight has, I think he has a better match quality than Jey Uso, to be honest with you. I think he has a better promo than Jey Uso, to be honest with you. And I think as far as like how they sell out and make arenas go crazy, they're about Jey Uso some nights, LA Knight some nights. It just depends on where the arena is. But if Jey Uso can be a champion, which I think he may get another crack at it too. He might be a two-time champion when it's all said and done. LA Knight should be a 2 or 3 time champ when it's all said and done. I would expect that. And yeah, Vinny, I agree 100%. LA Knight is a far better wrestler. He has to me, he has way more entertaining matches. But at the end of the day, I'm not, I'm so glad you're LA Knight, man. Loved him since TNA. Yeah, man, like it's not I mean, I can just you can see it. I don't that man been in like 3 or 4 consecutive Money in the Banks, bro. What? LA Knight is who you call if you want to have a good match and you need to fill out a card. You know what I'm saying? When Cody Rhodes took on AJ Styles the first time after he first beat Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. You know who LA Knight took on at WrestleMania? AJ Styles. You know who he beat at WrestleMania? AJ Styles. You know who got the number 1 contender after that? AJ Styles. So make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? I think AJ went on to win some rematches, but when you win on a big stage, you got to get the big payday, brother. That's just how you know what I'm saying? Vinny, I like that you put the pause in there. That was a very plausible sentence. You know what I'm saying? But Penta takes the L. Sami Zayn takes the pin. But then Jay Uso comes out to save because Braun. I guess that's how we're gonna call him Braun because Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. That's a nasty little tandem. Speed, power, monster with like I wouldn't call Braun Breaker a monster, but agility wise, he's like a monster, bro. He's going to spear. His spears are super viral. WWE, and I think Undertaker say this, and I don't like to agree with a lot that Undertaker has to say on his podcast. I think after he's now brought his wife on and got rid of the dude, I don't agree with that. But I mean, it's his podcast. Do what you want, brother. Um, I think he should have just added them because it's a different but should just added his wife. That would have been my thing. Uh, I think he should. They WWE should, with the exception of Roman Reigns, if you didn't already have that spear as a finisher, you're not using it. They got to go back to protecting finishers because if everyone's doing spears, it makes bronze. For one, bronze looks way better than everybody's, Roman included. Roman might have the second best spear, but I can tell you who ain't got good spears. Yeet. 4 letters, 1 word. Stop. Yo, salute this Solo Sokoa, bro. I know we're at Bloodline Timu version 3.0, but he's starting to really get in his bag with his comedy thing. Like he just be imitating wrestlers, bro, and it just be yo, it just be funny to me. Like he can finally talk, he can finally like do what he do. They were chanting Yeet when he won the US title at Nine of Champions. He was like, 4 words, 1 letter, stop. Yo, so salute to Solo Sokoa. But I wasn't mad at the main event. I think Sammy Penta is coming into their own. Penta was already in his own when he got here. Penta was like cloud nine. Where's Ray Phoenix been? On that note, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna be Ghost just like him. I think he was on SmackDown. I just didn't really notice it because like I was probably moving boxes, and I probably took that as a back break because my goddamn back hurt. But yeah, salute. Liam Buckland, I know you're going soon. Just one last thing. Then again, we see SummerSlam card. This is going to bed. It's only a month away. Don't know about you. I'm not excited for SummerSlam. I want to be. I'm gonna wait. I'm just not. I'm not. It's not like years ago where I used to be like, oh snap, SummerSlam. I am gonna just hold my excitement and see. And if it starts to look a little, if it starts to go like this, cool. I'll get excited. The more it goes like this, cool. But if it starts to, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Braun looking strong. They got the dub. They got chased up out the building as Jay Uso came to even up the odds. Really, he added on to the odds. Um, but Seth Rollins, they said he left on a flight. He already got something in store. So who knows, man? He's the architect. I like to see Braun get some more run without Seth, where they can kind of talk and be in their personality. Because I don't want them to become a footnote. That's what I don't want. So, um, but outside of that, you know what I'm saying? It was a pretty good show. I got it around 7.5. I wasn't mad with Raw. Again, SmackDown. SmackDown's going to 2 hours starting Friday. So hit the notification bell. Tap in with the attitude era. The move is over, y'all. The move is over. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna definitely be tapping in. We definitely owe y'all some things. So ooh, definitely owe y'all some things. So definitely gonna try to get all that stuff out to you, especially the tiers members. Wednesday Night Wars. Definitely gotta. We might owe y'all a few Night Wars. You know what I'm saying? And however the format be for that is however it's gonna have to be. But whatever we need to do to get that done, we owe y'all, right? Viewers. So appreciate y'all for tapping in. I know it's been a minute. I looked at the page like, damn. It's been like 2 weeks, almost 3. No drops. That was crazy, but, when real life things have to happen, so, but we owe y'all, so we gonna get you back. We definitely gonna get you back, and we back. So, new space. new face, same face. It don't matter. It's still the attitude era. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Tap in, hit that notification bell. Uh, so when we go live, you get the notification. Tap in. Live is chat and all of wrestling podcasts. You know what I'm saying? So I am King HP. My little headliner thing didn't pop up. I had a new one, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It'll be there next time, I promise. I might be here tomorrow to cover NXT. My internet's up, but I don't really have a way to watch NXT. And I think my phone caught a virus from me trying to I mean, I tried to watch that shit. That shit sent me to some crazy page, and I had that shit up on the screen. My daughter, yo, she was almost illicit. Like, yo, unplug the, yo, shit, it's crazy. I'm not doing that here. So if I'm not getting I'm not downloading another app to watch another thing of wrestling. I'm gonna try Meth Streams. That was the way I used to do it before, and I think they took Meth Streams down at least for a little minute. And if Meth Streams, that's how I always used to watch it before. And if it's a backup, then I'm in here tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. And then Wednesday Night Wars for sure. Oh no, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. I forgot. I've already committed to something. I've already committed to something. So tap in Wednesday. Tap in Wednesday, Wednesday Night Wars by hook or by crook. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be on here. We owe y'all. So it's gonna be something. Definitely gotta hit up the teams. Oh, that's a whole nother conversation, Vinny. Canelo or Crawford. It depends on which side of the bed I wake up because I got two ways I can see the fight, one for each fighter. And me and my son talk about this a lot because Adam, what up? What up? What up? When you come up 3 weight classes, I don't give a fuck how skilled you are. You look like somebody slower than you or whatever, but he's wearing 21 more pounds than you've ever fought at. Crawford moved up to 154 and he looked very average, very average. He did not look like he did against Errol Spence, who I always felt like Errol Spence was something wrong with him going into that fight, whether he was injured or something. He couldn't take a jab. He was just either Crawford had him super time, which it appeared, or Spence wasn't 100%. Maybe he overtrained and whatever. But at the end of the day, you still got your ass whooped. So that's what it is. Take the L. He took the L like a man, and we'll see if he comes back. But Crawford, it's hard to bet against him because he's very skilled. But will his speed stay up? Will his stamina be what it is when he's carrying around extra weight for 12 rounds? We watched Jamel Charlo, who's an undisputed champion at 154, which is a weight class higher, go up against Canelo. And he couldn't take that. And Charlo is a dog. So to think that a guy one even smaller than him could do it kind of is asinine, but every fighter is different. That's the beauty of boxing. So I want to say Crawford. My heart wants to go with Crawford, but I don't think Crawford has hit him with so many punches that he doesn't see coming because we've watched Canelo for years. Canelo started boxing at 154. He started his professional career at 154. So Bud started at 130 or 130 or 135. He was undisputed at 135, undisputed at 140, and undisputed at 147. So, oh, I think it was 130, 135, and 147. If I'm correct. No, no, he was undisputed in 2 weight classes, 135, 147. He's looking to get a third undisputed weight. He's been a champion in 4 weight classes. But yeah, Canelo starts punching you, bro. I don't know if Floyd fought him at 154 though, and there was a catchweight at 152, I believe, or 151. Which, you know, Floyd would never have fought Canelo at 168. Floyd couldn't even make 160, bro. If he tried. Floyd got out of prison or Floyd got out of jail at like 158, 159. Packed full of muscle. He had to like, bro. So yeah, we'll see. Canelo has seen all the elites. Yeah. From Miguel Cotto to Triple G to Sergey Kovalev at 175. Yeah, Canelo's been hit by some of the hardest punchers in boxing in those weight classes. So I don't think Terrence can hit him with something that makes him go, oh shit, right? It's gonna have to be a punch he doesn't see coming, but it's gonna have to probably be a several. Last time we even seen Canelo wobble, he fought Miguel Cotto's brother, and that was when he was at 154, and that was in his first like 15, 20 fights. Um, and that was his leg. Like he's still, bro, come on, bro. You ain't never even seen Canelo wobbled. The average person. So I just don't think Buck and Bud is 38. Anyway, let me get out the boxing talk. I'll do that on Hall Breezy or something. Tapping with y'all Wednesday. Let me go get the little ones. It's 9:30. Yo, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? This way we get some more interaction. We got some polls going up this week. I'll definitely be on that for the YouTube community. So we back, we back, we back. New space, same face. Hit us up in the same place. Until next time, peace.